Today we're going to just kind of review amoebas before we start learning about paramecium. Um, we have learned that when we were talking about characteristics of life, that all living things are made of cells. And we also know that some things are unicellular, and the simplest of those would be the amoeba. Naturally, they're so small that they cannot be seen without a microscope. They're found in lakes and ponds. They're called shapeshifters because they can actually change their shape, and they can change their shape for movement and also to help catch their food or to trap their prey. They are protist. They're single cell. Their cytoplasm, that's jelly-like substance that organelles float around in. They have a cell membrane. That's like an outside layer that keeps everything contained. They have a nucleus, and the nucleus controls growth and reproduction. And when the amoebas reproduce, they reproduce asexually, which means the parent cell divides into two smaller copies of itself. They extend themselves into projections that are called pseudopodia, and the pseudopodia reach out or stretch in the direction the amoeba wants to go. Pseudopodia means false feet. Amoebas eat bacteria, algae, plant cells, and other unicellular organisms like protist. It surrounds the prey, forms kind of a dome that makes it impossible to escape. The enzymes inside the amoeba then start breaking down the food. Some amoebas are parasites. There are a couple of diseases that amoebas can cause. One of them is called Montezuma's revenge, and that happens particularly in Mexico. It comes from drinking water that has not been purified. It causes severe diarrhea and liver infection, and it can be treated with antibiotics. Another problem that amoebas can cause in areas like Texas and Georgia, Alabama, where people swim in ponds and lakes, and the temperature typically stays warm all the time. There are something called brain-eating amoebas, and what happens when you breathe in or when you ingest the pond water, breathe it in through your nose, these amoebas migrate to your brain, and they start basically eating your brain matter. There's been very few people to survive this. A lot of times what will happen is by the time they figure out what the problem is, the damage to the brain has already been happening for a while. Kind of interesting. You need to research brain-eating amoebas. And then I have a video that will show you them ingesting paramecium. And let's watch this video.
For the paramecium, the overriding goal is to escape, and do so quickly. Yet as protein damage accumulates, the life of the paramecium drains away. Contractile vacuoles stop pumping, cilia wave.
Let's start over.
Every part of the amoeba's membrane is lethal to the quick-moving paramecia. Amoeba's method of execution is surprisingly slow and methodical. Sometimes it stalks its prey. Sometimes it patiently waits for prey to approach.
These
When
are
the time is right,
These are
Pseudopods
paramecium.
extend and engulf the unsuspecting paramecium.
These are the pseudopods surrounding the paramecium.
Every embrace ends with the formation of a food vacuole. In this little chamber of horrors, the paramecium first tumbles around as if puzzled by its new circumstances. Perhaps it is similar to the many tight spots the paramecia explore during a typical day of feeding. But amoeba's membrane-bound enclosure is no place for a paramecium. A well-formed food vacuole might as well be a tomb. Amoeba greets a newly captured paramecium.
I'll put this on the website so that you can watch it. It's 5 minutes long, and we're not going to watch all of this together. Have a good day. Learn some more about the paramecium today and how they eat, reproduce, travel,